Going to show you guys how to build most of the missiles from the missile war map, a minigame where players shoot missiles at each other from the PC version of Minecraft made by Cube Hamster in Minecraft Pocket Edition. Due to the differences in game mechanics between the PC version and the PE version, you can't just copy the PC version in PE, just not going to work. But I was able to find a way around this problem and build most of the missiles in Missile War in PE except for the lightning missile. I just don't know how to increase the speed of a missile in Pocket Edition. Maybe I can in the future, but for now I'm just going to show you guys how to build most of the missiles except for the lightning. The first missile is the Tomahawk, and there's nothing that much special about this missile. It doesn't go to war, it explodes on contact, it doesn't carry that much TNT, just an ordinary missile. And this is not my design. I didn't come up with this design, guys. Cube Hamster himself did, but he only made one for the Tomahawk. He only made a Pocket Edition design for the Tomahawk and not the other missile. I come up with the rest. So to build this missile, you first need to build the engine for the missile. The engine is what makes the missile fly. So to build it, just follow what I'm doing right here. Place 2 slime blocks here. Place some observer here and place a sticky piston here, and finally place a redstone block here, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is the engine of the missile. So basically how this works is when you update this observer right here, it will send a signal to this sticky piston, which it will extend and stick to this slime block, and because this slime block is stuck to this piston, the sticky piston will also pull both of them in, because the observer will only send out a pulse after the update. It will extend and pull in instantly, and when this piston get pulled in, this redstone block will be right next to the piston, and that will trigger the piston to extend and push 4 of these blocks forward, and that will trigger this observer, and well, that will push, and yeah, that basically the whole thing. Everything afterward is just repeating. Okay, next what you need to build is a puzzle like this. I don't exactly know what it's called in the Minecraft community, but yeah, basically something like this, a observer and piston. So basically what these puzzle do is, instead of this engine has to push the entire thing, which is more than 12 blocks, more than the push limit of a piston, this piston will push it forward. So when this chunk moves, it will update these 2 observers, which will push the block in front of it, it will update these observers, which will send a signal to these pistons, which will push the block in front of it. Instead of this piston has to push this block, this piston will, these pistons will. Next, you need to build the triggering mechanism for this thing. It's just redstone block with glass around it. So need to put glass here, because glass, you don't want to put TNT here because it will explode instantly. So yeah. Next, you need to place TNT. Basically, how the triggering mechanism works is when this thing run into a wall. Part of this thing cannot push any more than 12 blocks, so it would stop, but this piston down here can still push forward, which will push this redstone block forward, which will trigger the TNT. Ignite it, making the missile explode. So to activate this, all you have to do is, like I said, update this observer. And there we go, that's the Tomahawk. Oh, it's quite laggy. Oh, so the TNT will fall up. But as you guys can see, it does work. So yeah, that's the Tomahawk. Next missile is the Guardian. The Guardian is quite special. It can actually do something more than just explode. It actually has a... Do you know what? I will demonstrate to you as I build. So to build the Guardian, you first need to build a flying engine, just like the Tomahawk. And the flying engine of the Guardian is kind of like the Tomahawk. Nothing more, just the same design. Like so. And it also has a pusher like this. But unlike the Tomahawk, the Guardian also has a third pusher down here. Yeah. And unlike the Tomahawk, the triggering mechanism is at the top instead of at the bottom, like so. And the Guardian has a glass seal up here, and the TNT is at the bottom. So you to disable the Guardian, you have to get rid of the glass to get to the TNT to disable the Guardian. And it has another pusher here. So yeah. And I think there we go. There. And the Guardian also has a seal in front of it, like this. A slam seal in front of it. What the slam seal essentially does is it deflects off the incoming projectile. I will demonstrate that for you. I need a bowl. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so as you guys can see, you have to break through the glass to get to the TNT. So yeah, the Guardian has most of the TNT protected under it. So, okay. To use this, just like the Tomahawk, you update this observer for it to send a signal to this sticky piston. There we go. And see, it deflects off the incoming projectile. So you try to use fire arrow to explode to shoot the TNT, it will not work. The slam seal will just deflect off the incoming projectile. So yeah, that's the Guardian. Next is the Seal Buster, and as the name implies, this thing can go through wall. And to build this thing, well, The Silbuster is a little bit different from the other missile. Even the engine is different. So just follow what I do. First you need to build the thinnest engine as possible. I'll explain why later. And this is the engine. Okay, I'll explain how it works. When you update this observer right here, it will send a redstone pulse to this sticky piston, which will extend and stick to this block, and it will contract, which will update this observer, which will send a redstone pulse to this piston, which will send these push these things forward. Then that will update this observer, and that observer would send a redstone pulse signal to this sticky piston, and the whole cycle repeat. So next you want to place, actually, let's remove the sticky piston so we won't accidentally update it. Okay. Now place the sticky piston back there, and okay, let's place another pushing mechanism right there. And the reason why we need glass here is because we don't want to place observer directly against each other. Because this will happen when you place observer directly against each other. It will go all crazy like this. So that's why we need to add glass to separate the observer. Next, you need to build the triggering mechanism, like so. And then just add TNT. Follow what I do. 1, 2, 3. Add another pushing mechanism there, and just add TNT until you reach the piston. Then you need to add another pushing mechanism. Oops. There we go. So you might notice that this entire part of the Silbuster is very thin, and the reason for that is, the reason why we want this to be as thin as possible is because we want this to run into as little block as possible, so we don't need to have to push all of them. So what this triggering mechanism, what this pushing mechanism will do is, when run into a wall, it will push the wall instead of this thing have to push it. And yeah, but this missile being this flying engine being 1 block thick is a advantage because it doesn't have to run into as much block. So to trigger this, you need to somehow update this observer, which I don't know how. So I'm just going to trigger this piston in the sticky piston in a different method. Just gonna place a redstone block there, and as you guys can see, it's going through this 2 block thick wall easily. There we go. And there, that's Silbuster. I want to make it go through as much wall as possible, but 2 blocks is at most I can do. The Juggernaut is the most powerful missile in the entire Missile War game, and And my version of it is it's just a tomahawk with more TNT. Yeah, that basically the juggernaut. So to build it, you basically just build to just build the tomahawk and then add more TNT to it. Yeah, so we start with the engine, just like the tomahawk. Yeah, the engine is just like, oh, you have to place the observer first before you place the sticky piston. Otherwise, it will just, when you place the observer down, it will always update and send a redstone signal. And yeah, like I said, just copy the juggernaut. We add more TNT layer. The triggering mechanism and yeah, that's the tomahawk. And to build the juggernaut, you need to add a set of pushing mechanism down here because the juggernaut has more TNT, more blocks to be pushed. And I think you need to place TNT here, and I don't really remember how to build the juggernaut because it's just so complicated. Okay, the juggernaut. Let me see. Yeah, that's okay. That's the same. Down here you need to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 17T. 17T down here. For the piston at the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, what's next? Oops. Okay. 17T. At TNT there, and there. Okay. Next to the slam block. And what else? At 3 TNT there, right in front of the slam block. 1, 2, 3. And is that it? Let me check. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. So, okay, that's the juggernaut. To activate it, just update this observer. There we go. The juggernaut, ladies and gentlemen, most powerful missile in the game. And finally, the sword. I don't know what to say about this one. You have to see what it do. I don't know how to describe what it does. So, you first need to build another first need to build a flying machine, a flying engine, another, okay. Then another pressing mechanism. There we go. And slam block here, redstone here. That will be the triggering mechanism. There, glass block there. And then add 10 TNT. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. That's the sort. Okay. To activate this, update this observer. You know, if there's a platform under here, it will work better. Do you know what? Okay, I will give you another demonstration of this sort. And here we go. Oh, it's a little bit laggy. Damn it! Take 2, I mean take 1. It's not like I failed at this before, right? I never failed at this. Yeah. Okay. I forgot the freaking redstone block. You stupid, I'm an idiot. How can I get that wrong? It's just so simple. Okay, let's go. Okay. And you son of a... You stupid glass block, stupid 10 TNT, stupid glass block, stupid redstone block, stupid slam block, stupid flying machine, stupid observer. I even placed that wrong. Stupid redstone block. I always forgot to place down. Stupid piston. I even placed that backward. Stupid piston mechanism. Stupid piston. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's go. There. So yeah, okay, that's how you build most of the missile in Missile Wars on PC in Pocket Edition.